All right, boys. Showtime. Showtime at the Apollo. Let's flex. Soon as you see Ebony pop in. 9 seconds, bro. What was that? 8 seconds? Boys. This is gonna be spicy, I promise you. If you haven't hit the like button yet, do it. Believe me, you won't regret it. Proc was late. Proc was very late. Bro, did we just push phase in 9 seconds when we have type disadvantage? You mean the same amount of time that it took me to clap up Null is the same amount of time that it's taking me to clap up my man's here? Alright. Let's boop boop. You always want to wait for your third. You always want to wait for your third. Alright, look at that. 30 seconds. Mercy. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and for today, I wanted to give you guys a first look at Call Obsidian, or as his new name, his old name, Black Dwarf, in this new dark obsidian uniform. And ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to announce, if you are a fan of the Black Dwarf, you will be very happy with this uniform. This character has been mistreated for so many years, and it makes me so happy that now, I'm telling you, you're gonna start seeing people use this guy in all different kind of content, and you're gonna finally see positive things out there about Call Obsidian after 6 years of Marvel Future Fight. Things besides, one-shotting Call Obsidian in War Boss Ultimate using a different character, right? And just beating up on Cull. Good old Cull, or Black Dwarf, is finally going to have his moment to shine in this game. Today I was at work, and as much as I wanted to build this guy, right? I was scared. So much so that yesterday I went and I showcased this man before I showcased this man, because I had a feeling that Corvus was gonna be good. Last time he was reliable and he didn't let me down. Whereas last time this guy got a uniform and it was a better upgrade than the base kit. He went from being like the worst tier 2 native in the game to not being the worst anymore because Supergiant didn't get anything. Well, I am confident in saying that even if he ends up being the worst member of the Black Order, he's still not going to be the worst tier 2 native. And he's still definitely not going to be the worst character in the game. Frankly, I think right now he's the best combat character in the game. Yes, I might be jumping out the window ahead of time and saying, you know, maybe he's better than Moon Knight and better than Apocalypse. I might be getting ahead of myself, but what I'm seeing right now with the Black Dwarf is very impressive. I think he has Moonstone level DPS. He has the ability to one-shot content. I can feel it, right? So you might even see some DRX one-shots with Call Obsidian. Like, you might just go into DRX and you'll be like, wait, why are people using Call Obsidian? And he gets it done and just one-shots the boss. Because his damage, his burst damage is absolutely nuts. I think he very well could end up being the strongest PvE member of the Black Order. It's crazy to say that because I made a video yesterday showcasing Proxima Midnight, and she's absolutely fantastic, right? She's so much stronger now. My homie John was telling me that he was using her to crush stage 29 against Null, right? And that's very impressive. But I think this guy might be stronger than her, and it comes down to the fact that he has accumulation on his 5th skill, whereas Proxima, even though she has a lot of things going for her, she has to use her tier 3 skill to get damage accumulation. Now, this is not a comparison between Call Obsidian and Proxima per se, but what I am going to do is use Call Obsidian on the exact same stages that I use Corvus and Proxima on, and when I build up Supergiant, probably later today or tomorrow when I get her potential, right? I'm gonna use her on the exact same stages that I've been using the other members of the Black Order, because I want to, like, even without doing a comparison for them side by side in the same video, I want to give you guys an idea of how they perform on the exact same stages under the exact same conditions, kind of, right? So we built up Cull Obsidian. I gave him a CTP of energy, right? I know Rage might actually be better for this guy. It might be better, right? But I gave him energy and I am liking what I am seeing. It looks like he has Moonstone level DPS. And that is not a comparison that I make lightly. To say a character is like anywhere close to Moonstone, that is a very, very impressive feat. Now, whenever people say, oh, this is the next Moonstone, listen, that is not to say they're replacing Moonstone. That's just to say they're that good that they could be compared to this monstrosity of a character. Like, she's beyond broken. And I feel like this guy could very well be the same thing. So let's talk about his skill set just a little bit, and then we'll jump into some content so you can see that I'm not capping, I'm not reaching. He's actually really, really good. Right, so first we have the Culling Strike, which is the Awakened skill that they all share. For him, he doesn't get damage accumulation on there, but he does get defense down, which is pretty good. So if you want to use him in World Boss Ultimate before you transcend him, he should do very, very well there. Moving on, his tier 2 passive is actually pretty nice. That HP recovery plus the skill damage and bonus damage when he's below 90% is actually pretty good. I would have preferred if he got the skill damage and bonus damage without being under 90%, just saying. But he's a tank, he's going to be up in your face, so he's going to take damage from time to time, and he will eventually drop below 90%. Next we have the 2 skill, which removes active buffs and it ignores iframe. Now the 1 and 2 I personally don't use at all. I feel like these 2 skills, the only time you will probably use them is in like Alliance Conquest when the AI uses them, or if you try them out in some cheeky PvP stuff. The only skills that I personally use is the Awaken skill, the 3 skill, the 4 skill, and the 5th skill. These are his bread, butter, jam, biscuit, whatever you want to call it. This is where the money is. Because he has accumulation on his 5th skill, you always want to start off with that. The ignore dodge is a nice touch. The paralysis is very good for normal world boss, like World Boss Ultimate, right? So for me, the rotation that I'm using with this guy right now is to go 5 insta cancel into the Awaken skill, delay cancel, then go into the 4th skill, and then we use the 3rd skill. And you sit in this skill, you hold it, you charge it, you let him spin, and he's gonna spin like a Beyblade from now until the end of time. Very similar to Proxima Midnight, where you charge her 4th skill. For him, you charge his 3rd skill. However, unlike Proxima, it doesn't end. It just keeps going. He's just in a blind rage pretty much. I also really like this passive that he now has. Basically reflect damage gets weaker against all members of the Black Order if he's on the team, so that's really, really good. Now for the rotation, basically what you want to do is 5, instantly cancel it into the 6. Once he walks towards the portal, then you use the 4, then you use the 3, you let him spin, and you proc on your 3rd. You can see the 3rd just keeps going like a goddamn, I don't know, Energizer bunny. Like, oh, by the way, you can move if you want to. He's literally now a Beyblade. Beyblade, let it rip and keep on ripping, right? Anyways, let me take you into some content now, and you can see for yourself why I say this guy is up there with the likes of Moonstone. By the way, I gave him a fully awakened ISO set because he deserves it. I had to like literally use up all my awakened, my regular ISOs, I mean, to awaken this set for him, but it was worth it. You'll see for yourself. So let's start off against Null. We're going in with Proxima Lead just because we used Proxima Lead for Corvus and we used Proxima Lead for her in her own video, and we're trying to keep the team exactly the same, so that way when we get Super Giant up, we can do the same thing on stage 9. And the reason why we're using stage 9 is because once you get up to 10, the restrictions change, and now it's requiring male, and then once you go up further, it's gonna require humans. Obviously none of these guys are humans, and I want to do a comparison on the same stages for all of them and see how fast they get it done. All right, let's get it. Same strikers, by the way. All right, boys. Showtime. Showtime at the Apollo. Let's flex. Soon as you see Ebony pop in. 9 seconds, bro. What was that? 8 seconds? Bro. Are we just like... Yo, jump. Stupid. Bro, he's so strong. If only Null wasn't pushing me back. Cause like, okay, Null is in a good spot, I think. Oh yeah. Wow. All right. The only bad thing is we can't rush him here, right? See? Because we don't have wow. Because we don't have invincibility on the skills, and we don't have super armor natively. But he just did stage 9. He just did stage 9 in under a minute. Under a minute. Okay? That's faster than Proxima. That's faster than Corvus. And I'm pretty sure if all the content creators test him out with their energy and they compare him to the other characters, he's gonna look just as good. I'm actually impressed, boys. He's so good. Like, the power of this guy is through the roof. I'm gonna give y'all some World Boss Ultimate gameplay in another video. We're focusing on legends right now because all these characters are becoming legends, bro. Crazy, man. Alright, boys, so we're jumping in against Mephisto. Yesterday we used Corvus, and keep in mind, Corvus, he was a speed type, or is a speed type now, so he does more damage against blast types. Whereas his brother, Cull Obsidian, is now a combat type. And honestly, I feel like all these characters with these uniforms are going back, or at least they're becoming the type they always should have been. Like Proxima being a universal kind of feels right, kind of makes sense. Corvus being a speed type kind of makes sense. Cull Obsidian being a combat type, it just kind of makes sense. And Supergiant and Ebony, I guess, universal for them kind of makes sense as well. Maybe they could be blast, but it is what it is. Right, let's jump in. Same set of strikers, and let's see how fast this man can do it. That's crazy. This man murdered stage 9 in under a minute against Null. Somebody call the coroner. I'm telling you, we got a dead man walking. Dead man walking. He ain't even know it yet. Believe me, boys, I say he ain't even know it yet. He ain't even know it yet. 10 seconds, we dropped him off in the Mojave Desert and just left him. He ain't even know it yet. But we know. Believe me, we know. We doing the Lord's work. Thanos. This your son. This your son right here. This your son right here, killing gods. Making them look like peons. This your boy. This your boy. Oh, hey. Oh, man. That was messed up. That was messed up. Game robbed me. The 4 stick. That 4 skill stick. Yeah, the 4 skill got stuck there. We could have clapped him up in like 30 seconds. Now we got to do this whole thing, boy. Don't touch me. Get out of here. You filthy self. Alright, cool. Let's just do it in style. Oh, what the hell? Oh man, that was lame. That went from like a 45-second clear to like a 1 minute in like oh man, that sucked. That sucked. Not really. Like, things are gonna happen, right? So in case you didn't book it, like the 4th skill got stuck. We missed 1 proc, and then at the end there, I was overzealous, so I didn't like let the awaken skill play out, and because of that, unfortunately, we lost like an extra 5 seconds or so because the proc was a little bit behind. It is what it is, though. You can see for yourself. Cull Obsidian is an absolute monster. Nobody can tell me he's not one of the best in the game. Nobody.